have nothing to do with global warming, think again. From the car you drive to the house you live in, it all contributes to the problem.
Everything we do generates some type of environmental impact.
Just how much impact is called your carbon footprint. Think of it this way. Making the energy you use creates carbon dioxide. It's important because scientists say carbon dioxide is the leading cause of global warming. And if we know our carbon footprint, we can take steps to reduce it.
When we say carbon footprint, we're talking about the carbon emissions related to the products you use, the activities you engage in.
The average American household produces over 35,000 pounds of carbon dioxide each year. Added together, that's 20% of the greenhouse gases our entire country produces.
Who wants what?
What would you like, Kyle?
Christian and Kevin Flanagan wanted to reduce their part of those greenhouse gases, so they set out to calculate their family's carbon footprint. With 6 kids, it was a daunting task.
We're a large family, so I figured we'd probably have a pretty large footprint.
The EPA website showed them how.
That's gas.
First, they got their heating and electric bills.
Kilowatt hours.
Then, added up how much gas they used and their mileage. That's your carbon footprint. With 3 cars, the Flanagans used over 1,100 gallons of gas and drove over 20,000 miles last year. That created 20,000 pounds of carbon dioxide. Next, annual electricity, nearly 16,000 kilowatt hours. That produced 25,000 pounds of carbon. And heating fuel, about $2,500 for the year, producing about 20,000 pounds of carbon. Now give yourself some credits for recycling. Their carbon footprint totaled 60,000 pounds, considerably higher than the national average. So how do you get the number down? Enter Alan Hershkowitz of the Natural Resources Defense Council.
Let's get started.
He says the car is the biggest problem.
Automobiles contribute more carbon emissions than everything else in your home combined.
Combine trips, he advises, and keep your tires inflated. Oh yeah, and driving a hybrid would help. Next, heading into the house, and first stop, the basement.
So the number one cause of carbon emissions from your house is your boiler and your air conditioner. They give off 65% of all the carbon coming out of your household.
Maintaining the boiler and reducing AC use helps cut the carbon. Up next, the kitchen.
How old is this refrigerator?
2003?
2003. So this causes about 15% of the carbon emissions in your household. If it were older, it would be a lot worse.
Any refrigerator over 10 years old should be replaced, he says. Your new one will pay for itself in efficiency in just a few years.
The next big cause of carbon emissions in your house is your lighting. You have some spots here. Replacing light bulbs with compact fluorescent light bulbs will save you money and reduce your carbon footprint by 60 or 70% when it comes to your lighting.
You know, you realize that every little thing you do makes a difference.
That's right, every little thing you do.
And that's the point, little things. So if you don't know how much power you're using, there's a cool way to know that. These little things called kilowatts. If you plug something into it, and you can see right there on it, it says 0, and as soon as you turn on your power, then you can see how much power you're using. It just gives you an idea that power isn't something that's abstract. It's something that actually can be measured.
Interesting you chose the blow dryer to use as an example. Pretty good.
Interesting.
Yeah,
You think?
Yeah.
It's just the handy appliance we had around?
That's right.
Also, this I think is great. This is a solar charger. You can use it for your cell phone or for your iPod. You just open it up. It's a little case. It can give you a 25-minute charge on your phone, an hour play on your iPod. Think about that in the summer. You don't have this thing plugged in. Whenever you travel, this is great. It's expensive, about $50 for this, and normal charger's about $20, $25.
But it's priceless. And so if you want to find